wanted to react to a high quality video of the Rsonist from the Heatmakerz making a track on the MPC XL. It just dropped. Link in the description box if you're thinking about it. Full disclosure, it might cost your rent.
Yo, what's up, man? It's your boy Rsonist, Heatmakerz in the building. You know what it is, man.
Hey, gang.
I'm making a beat live on the MPC XL. Get in tune, man. Heatmakerz, crack music.
Let's get it. That's a sample, bruh.
So, matter of fact, I should actually manipulated that a little bit. So the original would probably be.
I'm gonna do. Hey, look, I know I get mad when people ask me what the sample is and all that. I don't gotta ask Rsonist what that is, but you already know what I'm gonna do, bruh. You already know it. That sample is insane. Insane.
I went into warp mode on this, which allows you to kind of manipulate the sample, like time stretch it almost in real time and change the key. So I pitched it up. And then they have another dope feature which kind of repitches it to make it sound clean and perfect again, so it doesn't sound like you sped up
spaceship.
So my process
is usually
to find the pieces that I like.
Spaceship.
Just somehow make it work. So with this,
where all the cadets at?
This is pretty straightforward, this sample, but I'm gonna put the Heatmaker touch on it.
It's over there. He's tap tempo and the sample in there.
Find a tempo, a good tempo that works. 85 feels right, but
it looks like he already has it chopped up. That was something I was showing yesterday.
Right.
Like what a lot of cats don't know, like, and this is no diss to anybody that's new school with any sample chopping or whatnot. You kind of know where people come from by how they chop their samples. Like the way he chops his samples isn't like, I mean, you can pull it up in your sample edit and then use BPM chopping or whatever. And then, all you have to do is just hit beat sync and it's over with. Oh, wow. What the hell just happened? My camera just went crazy on me. Yo. Did you see that shit? Goddamn Lucifer. The main thing that you got to understand about people that chop their samples, most people do not chop the samples the same way. And that's well known. Everybody knows that. But you understand where people are coming from and how they utilize their tools when you see how they chop their stuff and how they use their program editing, or right now it's called track editing. It's still the same thing, just a different name. Stop crying, goddammit. If you can sample it into your pads on the MPC, like for an example, if I was just to go over here, main, and let's go new drum program, you see record. So if I was to pick out a pad, it doesn't matter which pad, or you could just press set, boom, pick a pad. If there's something in the pad, then it won't play it if you press and hold set and then hit your pad. But the most important thing is, if you want to sample your stuff in like a record or whatever, phrase by phrase, you would do this type of sampling. Record that sumbitch in, do whatever you need to be done after the fact, and then it's in the pad. Me personally, if I was you, record in there, make sure that you record from a little bit before your one hits in. And all you will have some of the most crispiest sample chops ready to go. And by the way, the right position, if you was to sample and have a drum program, clearly is to go from this pad, these pads right up here, so you can just lay out your drums. Simple as that.
And the dope part about this is it actually tells you to, as you manipulate the sample, if the key changes, it actually tells you the new key of the sample, which is
right. So, and that's the other advantage too. It tells you the actual key immediately. Chatty going crazy.
Figure out some bass.
He's about to go crazy.
To the plugins, see what sounds I got. And it also has this other dope feature, notes. They were showing it to me yesterday. You set the key in here and it actually like lays out the bass for you only in that key, which is dope.
Yeah, so basically what he's doing is he's going into, I'm gonna show y'all what he's doing. So what he's doing right here is going into notes mode. So notes mode, basically, let's go into main, D minor, D natural minor, and now you got all your keys right here. And in theory, if you was to pick out an instrument or whatever, and by the way, if you are in your drum program like this right here, and let's say, I don't have anything in the track right in itself, if I was to pick out a pad and I hit this sign right over here, this keep sign, whatever note that I have will become a key group.
And getting familiar with this at the same time.
What up, Dragon Mode?
You gotta remember, this is
what up, Certified Beats?
Maybe the third or fourth beat I've tried to make on this, you know what I'm saying? But with every time I use it, I try to figure something else out as far as like what it could do.
True,
when you have a sound
facts.
Like a style of making music, it's hard to learn from somebody else doing it because your style almost becomes what they do.
That is a very true statement.
I teach myself how to, even if I'm not doing it the 100% correct way, I'm doing it my way. So,
and that's cool. And I'm not knocking that. But here's the thing. Nobody has figured it out like you have. I get it. And I get it because as someone that is a content creator that has a lot of instructional content, that will seem like a slap in the face. It's not. It's really not. You really have to, and this is the kind of the problem when I'm teaching people, is that they want me to kind of go hand in hand with them, and I want to go hand in hand with them to make them have my formula. It's just, unfortunately, and this is just human nature, it's not even a diss or anything like that. Unfortunately, you lose what will make you. And it's fine because in general with classical training, you're going to learn how to play classical music. You're going to learn how to play this, that, and the third. So you can learn what staccatos, pizzicatos, learn what a whole note, a half note, a quarter note. You're going to know the difference between the treble and the bass. These things, it still exists, though the music theory isn't like how sheet music would normally be. It could be translated back into that, of course, if you use something like, I don't know, it was called soliloquy or something like that. And I think Logic has some of the notations. That's the thing about Logic. Logic is great for people that write sheet music and, if you want to bring it to an orchestra or whatnot. All that's good. But the thing is, people still need to learn something. Like, there's nothing wrong with having a mentor. But I do that at 16levels.com. I like giving people the answers to their question, and I don't want to make them be something that they're not. That's why I respect what he's saying.
It's almost like that lends to my sound. Is the way that I do certain things, like whether it's
true.
The bass I choose, the part of the
sample, a pair of Asperger's back in the back.
I pitch it to, the little intricacies is what makes my sound, I think, my sound. But this is like, there's a learning curve. But I like that because there's more things you can do. So it's like the more I figure out,
way more on that XL,
the future beats are going to be, because I have so much more like range. I could do so much more with just this. What happens?
Yeah, and that's the thing that when we were talking, one of the things that people ask me is like, man, why do you like this more so than the MPC Live 3? The MPC Live 3 is fully featured. It has damn near almost every button that you will want. Having more buttons does make a difference. You can't tell me that going from the MPC Live 3 to this isn't jarring. And this right here, this big change right here, with you having all your Q links available right in front of you, makes far more sense than them being right here. Because who looks to the right of them or want to? You're going to develop, I forget what they call it, nerd neck or whatever the hell that shit is called.
With a lot of creators, especially producers, if you can't get your ideas out fast, you lose something along the way.
I got you lifted.
You have to go to another program to do this and then bring it back here and da-da-da-da-da. By the time you get the product that you want, it's not what you expected because it was too much time in transferring files and this and that. This is like, everything is right here. I'm just trying to get familiar with it.
Boy, is it.
That to stumble on something interesting or new.
All the time. That's the best. It's like
this shit is crack, bro.
Mistakes, you make some of the best stuff.
Or hell yeah.
Not knowing how to do something, you know what I'm saying? It's like you stumble onto something special sometimes.
Hold on to that. That beat, boy. Hold on to that thought. One thing I've talked to, when I talk to like a lot of my mentors or whatnot, and they just be like, this part right here, I didn't know what I was doing or whatever. And I'm like, bro, you know how much I've been jamming and trying to figure out what you was doing right there, and you're considering that a mistake. But it happened to be the things that, and this for scale and for reference, Shawty Red produced for an artist called Drama. And the record was humongous when I was in high school. It was called Left, Right, Left. This song went extra hard. It was so different for all the records that was out in the South. And Shawty Red at that time had to be the same age as me, but he was doing music. You feel me? When I asked him that, I didn't have to ask him. He's like, man, yeah, man, that was, I was just playing around. I didn't know what I was doing or whatever. I was like, bro, you was having a ball in that bitch. And then y'all made a banger.
And when you learn this way, you never forget.
Look how that jump looks on that screen, dog. That makes a huge difference too. 10-inch screen. Look how locked in that nigga is, man. See, that's the locked in face. If you ain't never made this face right here while you're making beats, you ain't reached your highest level, your highest being, bro. This is the locked in face. This is I know I got something nasty. I'm on to something face right here. Oh God.
Okay, we're getting there. We are getting somewhere.
You are there, bro, my brother. You are there.
A little bit now. It's starting to make a little bit of sense. Now, what
that sample boy
putting the beat together. What I normally do is find a dope intro, because I just always think that the way a beat drops in is what makes it special. So now we got to find something that would make a dope intro for this. Ooh, let's see.
All right, so he's doing probably another program.
And there should be something from what Andy was telling me. I think there's a dope way to manipulate certain sounds by themselves.
Oh, yeah. He's talking about momentary sampling. You could do that per pad. That's something I don't visit often. Spoiler alert,
get to a point where
the Heatmakerz expansion is fire.
Mess it up. You know what I mean? Like, some people think the more you add, the better it gets. It's actually the opposite.
No. Hold on. He's speaking tabernacle right now.
You get to a point where all you can do is mess it up. You know what I mean? Like, some people think the more you add, the better it gets. It's actually the opposite.
Bruh. I've been fighting for my life out here in these streets, man. I don't understand what people want. Like, I'm not here to make fucking Beethoven music, nigga. Get mad. I don't make music for the snobberies. Fuck what you talking about.
When you get to a certain level of production, I think
you
try to achieve is the best music with the least amount of product put into it.
Right.
I mean, well, the least amount of sounds put into it. Because if I can sample something that I feel needs no drums, I'm leaving it like that.
Facts. The best records to me are always the cleanest, simplest records. They still left space for the artist to rock on them joints. People don't understand that what just picking the right sounds will do. Like, just straight up having the right kind of drums for a sample or whatever the piece. It doesn't matter. The right amount of instruments will rock a whole entire cathedral.
Like, I'm not trying to impress myself by making the best beat I can make. I want to make something that can actually be used by an artist.
Right.
So as I'm making it, I'm actually thinking about, like, okay, cool. Do I need this here? Is that overkill? Like, because the artist's voice is an instrument in itself. So if I add too many things, it doesn't leave that person any room to do what they have to do. Yeah, we good.
Tabernacle.
Depending on who ends up with it will determine if more needs to be done. Because some people love like stuff that's super musical. So maybe I have to go back in and add some pianos and add some guitars and maybe add a bass that's moving as opposed to just like a real stagnant bass. Or some people just want raw rap beats. When this goes into Pro Tools to get mixed and arranged, I can strip it down to whatever form I want. I just have all the pieces I need to make it sound full, and then I can dial back some stuff if I have to. All right, yeah, we're good money.
That might have been the hardest video that I've seen from American Music Supply. I will have it linked in the description box. Make sure that y'all check it out. Make sure y'all check out more Rsonist joints. You know what I'm saying? Heatmakerz, dope stuff. Definitely have plans on rolling into something else in a little bit. And we're going to get to the music type shit, because I know that's where y'all here for too. You feel me? And appreciate everybody that's in the building right now.